Hello everybody. It is still Monday the 18th of November. Please again be aware this is my second video. If you only get notification of one, there are two today and they link into each other. The trail of thought. And again, I want to talk about really cause and effect. Yeah, who is doing what here and what will the outcome be? And the idea that the Creator gives, and the thought of why we are what we are in this world. So let me start with this. In this world, again, we are multi-dimensional beings. We are multi-dimensional beings. Yeah? Again, use the definition for the word dimension, not the one that is talking about measurements in space, height, width, depth. Use it in its meaning of there are aspects to something. There are several dimensions to a situation or a person or whatever. There are several aspects to that. Use that definition of the word. And then we are multiple dimensional beings. We have several aspects to ourselves, which is our capability of thought and our emotional knowing, which, our thought can go God knows where. And there are several emotional energies on which we receive information. And that makes us very much a multidimensional being. So why are we this? The Creator gives to all, the Source gives to all according to what they are, and maybe according to what they are in. We are living in a diverse world, in a world of great diversity. That is diversity in people, animals, plants, minerals. Everything is diverse. Yeah? And in such a world, you would need a lot of knowledge to navigate your way through that world. Especially if you want to do it without being harmful to anything, anybody. If that were your goal, you need a lot of information in order to do that. So I would say the more complex the reality that you find yourself in is, the more information you need to navigate that reality. Yeah? So if we were given our complexity in order to serve us in a very complex world. And it will serve us to be in a complex world. That is why we are what we are, and it is good. Every aspect of us is good. Every aspect of us brings us a knowledge, an angle from which to look at a situation, and we can look at situations from various angles to see the whole of the situation. Yeah? So that's why we are what we are in this world. Because it serves us. We need it. We frankly need it to get this right. Again, people do away with aspects of themselves, like the knowledge, fear, the knowledge of danger, or anger, the knowledge of injustice, stuff like that. They do away with that. And then they are lacking information. That means they can no longer truly navigate this reality. They do not have enough information to do so. They were given the information, they were given the ability to receive that information, but they're doing away with that. So they can no longer navigate in this world. Again, it leads to bad outcomes. This place is going belly up. Our world, the human experience, is going belly up. because we are not firing on all cylinders. That is basically it. Or we're not firing on all the cylinders that we would need to do this successfully. Right. But, as I said, this is just one possibility. This world is just one possibility. The source, the creator, is all possibilities. Other worlds exist. Again, I would take that as a reality. The existence of other worlds. And beings in that world may be given, once they enter into that reality, they may be given other aspects to successfully navigate that world. Yeah? So this is according to this world. In another world, maybe something different is being given. Right, so if we come to this idea of the kingdom of God, the biblical God, yeah? Which is clearly a hive mind, clearly a pyramid system, clearly the rulership of the few over everything else. That is the system. Yeah? And really, those that live in this system have to obey. That is the rule. God cannot be questioned. Those that are at the top of the pyramid cannot be questioned. But their commandments have to be fulfilled without questioning. Yeah? Do not think for yourself. Do as you're told, when you're told. Do what you're told what to do. That's it. And any awakening in that system to a knowledge of good and bad for yourself, basically you're starting to reason for yourself, is detrimental to your health. It is. Yeah? You will be punished. You will be thrown out of the garden, or worse, you will be destroyed. Yeah? So you could sorry. You could reason that in such a system, the inability to think for yourself would be advantageous to your survival. The complete inability to think for yourself would pretty much, well, it will not completely ensure your survival, but it would be good for your survival, for your chances. And here's again the way of Jesus, the way of the denial of self, to go to that kingdom. You are creating a change in yourself because you are going to enter into a different world, where in this world your knowledge will serve your survival. The diversity of your knowledge will ensure your survival in a diverse world. In that world, not knowing anything at all for yourself will ensure your survival. Yeah? So you are preparing yourself. Jesus prepared himself for the journey into another reality in which he could then exist and survive. Now here comes cause and effect. What is it we're doing? First of all, when people talk about the kingdom of God coming, can you clearly see what it is you're actually talking about? That is a complete dictatorship. That is the rule, the global governance of the few whose will has to be obeyed. That is what we're talking about. And then if you would actually get that clear in your head, the question is, do you actually want to go there? If you could actually apply sound reasoning, do you actually want to go there? Because most Christians and others do not apply sound reasoning. Because for them that kingdom is something fuzzy, grayed out in the God knows where. They do not see it. It's coming closer and closer to earth. It's becoming more and more real, and they're still not seeing that. So again, if you were to see that, would that actually be your choice to go there? And the other thing is, again, cause and effect in preparing yourself energetically, beating yourself up energetically, cutting away aspects of yourself that might serve you in this world but won't serve you in that world. So you are cutting away aspects of yourself, knowledge, emotions. You are condemning them, you're cutting them away, you're preparing yourself as the bride for that other reality. Which, again, I'm asking you, do you actually want to go there? Because you are doing the works to go there. And then can something like the rapture actually happen? You should, I mean, even if you just consider the possibility where you will have made yourself energetically something that is according to a different reality, and you are actually the fullness of the desire to go to that reality, even if you don't know what it is you're doing, will that be given? Will you ascend? Will you be raptured into that reality? I mean, even the consideration that that might be a reality should actually fill you, well, it would fill me with fear, because I really would not want to go there. And it should fill you with the desire to actually know what it is you're doing, because you may create consequences that you have never fully understood. So this is just a thought. I mean, again, are we going somewhere, or are we creating hell on earth? We're not creating heaven on earth, we're creating hell on earth. Is it that we are going somewhere else, or is this thing coming here? Either way, it's not going to be good. So really, I mean, if you want a reason why we are what we are, why we have those lower emotions, it's because they serve us, and we have that many aspects to ourselves because we are in a very diverse world where we need a multitude of knowledge to navigate the way. As I said, in the hive mind, you do not need knowledge. You know, if you're the drone, you do not need knowledge. In fact, you're better off not having it. You know, says you sticking your neck out and getting your head chopped off if you don't know to start with. But that is the way into another reality. And you're preparing yourself, you're making yourself energetically ready to live in that world by making yourself unable to reason, to know. And yeah, do you actually want to go there? if it were really in front of your face what it is that you're doing, would that actually be your decision if you were making it consciously based on information about the reality of that? Would you make that decision? Anyway, folks, here, I leave it at that. And I hope somebody can hear me. It's just, I'm not even saying this is what it is. It is a possibility. And it makes sense to me. Yeah? It is an explanation for what is happening, both on a material and on a spiritual level. But as I said, it's only a possibility. But it's something that is not being discussed widely. A possibility that is not being discussed widely on the internet or, amongst people. And I really wish we would have that discussion to see what people would truly think if their eyes were open to the truth, or a possible truth that they are not considering right now. But if they were to consider that truth, what would they say? If they were to consider that possibility, what would they say? Anyway, here, I leave it at that for today. Talk to you again soon. Bye.